Do we have a two-way trade in dollar yuan finally?
That's exactly what's happening. And as Shakespeare said, even the path of true love is not smooth. Nothing goes in a straight line. And this was going in a straight line, and there's a reversal. A few things I'd say about it is, one, volatility is infectious. What I mean by that, for a given event, like the Bank of England, New Zealand last night, you're getting bigger moves in the currency than we would ordinarily see. Two, the import numbers from China didn't look pretty at all.
Yeah.
Then SAFE and basically the PBOC are talking about current account liberalisation, and particularly in the bond market as well. And so we're getting some moves, some two-way move. Nothing's in a straight line, and I wouldn't read too much into this, but there's volatility.
Are you comfortable about China? Are you calling it a stable economic picture? We've got the campaign against leverage. That's heating up. Rumblings about a possible trade war, of course, with the United States. Are you comfortable about the economic backdrop, David?
Yeah, I think if you go back to last year, late last year, everyone's worried China about Chinese growth. And this year, everyone's very relaxed about it. A year ago is, what can they do to stop dollar China from rising? And you come a year later and say, what can they do to stop dollar China from falling? So this is what's going on. There's more volatility. There's more question marks about the currency. But I think the economy is rocking on very nicely. And I don't think it's part of the world solution. We've got, look at this, what happened during this drawdown in equities, sell-off in bonds. China's been stable. And that's very helpful. So the three pillars for emerging market is, one, China stability, two, commodity markets, stability or rising, and three, Fed policy stability. And that's the one that's been a bit rocky lately, and hence EM's been a bit nervous. But other than that, I think FX has been extremely well behaved.
Well, exactly, and we'll get to the Fed in a second, but David, can China authorities manage this change of regime in an orderly way?
Yeah, well, of course. I mean, it feels disorderly because there's volatility, but it's not. They've said we're going to increase the volatility, and when it happens, you go, how did that happen? It's the same with equities. Everyone looked for a drawdown and looked for a drawdown. When it happens, everyone gets like a fright. That's just markets for you. So I think everything's going reasonably well with China. We're looking for 620 on the renminbi by the end of the year. We weren't looking for 620 by the end of the month, and that's where we're heading. So now we've got a bit of volatility. Things are happening. It's much more interesting. And you know, that's what happens when you open up your capital, start opening up your capital accounts. You get moves that are up and down, and we're used to that in Western markets, and get used to that in the renminbi.